Live from the Final Four at Houston, Texas, I am Eric G. from 107.7 The Franchise, and with me is John Hoover from 107.9 The Franchise in Tulsa. John, you had a chance to witness shoot-around today, practice. How is Oklahoma handling everything going on here in Houston?
You know, I got the sense that there was a lot of energy in the building today, not just from the fans, and there was about maybe, 7, 8, 9,000 fans here today, but from the team. A lot of the nervous energy maybe bundled up, but the players were shooting. The cheerleaders were cheering. The fans were roaring. The band was playing. Lon Kruger had a chance to go mingle with the cheerleaders. He was giving every one of them a fist bump. He went and talked to the band. Everybody in the band was telling him, good luck and thanks, Coach, and just a very appreciative kind of moment. But he's talking with Joe Castiglione, and he's doing stand-ups with the media during practice. He's doing, Jim Nantz was interviewing him on the big board up above. It was a cool moment, but I think whatever nervous energy the Sooners might be feeling, I get the feeling that they're not going to be nervous tomorrow. It's, come tip-off time tomorrow, they're going to be ready to play.
Any concern they could be too relaxed?
No, this is the Final Four. You're not too relaxed for the Final Four.
Everybody makes a big deal about sight lines and how you can't really simulate the atmosphere here with playing in a football stadium. How much do you think that affects OU tomorrow?
We've not heard anything negative about that. Jordan Woodard yesterday came out and said there's a lot of oohs and ahs and wows when they first walked in. But on the whole, players are saying we're shooting just as well here as we do back home.
You get the feeling that Roy Williams, who's been here before, Jim Boeheim's been in this situation. They sort of walk out and do the whole Gene Hackman thing. You measure the goal. You tell everyone, hey, look, 10 feet, whatever. How calm do you think the other three teams are right now?
I think everybody is I don't think anybody's nervous beyond being, that nervous energy that you're in the Final Four. I do think, I talked to Bill Raftery today for its podcast on our website, and Bill said one of the things that he said was there's actually a breeze blowing through here. So if you're talking about sight lines and being nervous and, the big moment and all that, there's actually a breeze blowing through that stadium. It's so large, they open up a couple of doors or they turn on the air conditioning, and you can see curtains blowing. So that's something to be mindful of as well.
I had a chance today to talk with some of the guys from TBS, Ernie Johnson, Kenny Smith, Reggie Miller, all of them very excited about OU. Obviously, all of them are going to talk about Buddy Hield, but you almost get the sense in talking to these guys, they'll throw the names of Spangler and Woodard and Cousins and Latin around, but it almost seems that they know that just from reading the sheet or watching the games, that these guys aren't getting enough credit. Everybody thinks Villanova's the total team. OU happens to be one player. How much do you think that might work to OU's advantage tomorrow?
A lot. I have heard a lot about, the national media, guys like Pat Forty and really across the board. New York Times is here, Associated Press. Everybody's here, and everybody is on board the Oklahoma train. I'm not saying everybody's picking OU to win, but it's Buddy Hield, and everybody knows the other guys, the other four guys, the three guys that score in double figures, and the other four starters. 105 consecutive starts these guys will have made now Saturday. I think that everybody, I think Villanova is a 1.5-point favorite. That's about what, maybe 2-point favorite. That's about seems to be the spread when you're talking to national media about can Oklahoma win this game. It's like maybe 52% pick Villanova and maybe 48% are picking Oklahoma. So OU's getting a lot of respect.
I'm expecting OU to win this game. They've already dominated Villanova once, and despite what people think, that has to be in Villanova's head to some extent, and I can see the Wildcats come out here and try and overdo things, and I don't think OU's going to be overconfident, and the thing I really love about OU going into this game is the last three games, in particular the A&M and the Oregon game, they've been able to control pace, and that is huge for Oklahoma. I'm looking at an Oklahoma win tomorrow.
I told Colby and Sam earlier, they asked me what's the final score. I'm not really sure. 10-point. I'm serious. The possibility of a 10-point margin of victory for Oklahoma, I'm not going to rule that out. I think OU's playing with great confidence right now.
There's still more to come from 107.7 The Franchise in OKC and 107.9 The Franchise in Tulsa, and right here on franchiseok.com as we are live in Houston all weekend covering the Final Four.